and Aaron Woods, the Eagles player. How are you guys?
Great, Joe. Great to see you here, mate. And look, we're both pumped for tonight. We work together at Triple M, and we do a couple of podcasts together. So, and he's backing up from last year, so it's going to be a good crowd, and hopefully it's going to be a good game.
I'll start with you, Mr. Woods. Who are you rooting for tonight?
Oh, mate, I thought about the Blues just to get going. Obviously, New South Wales. Born and bred, played a few games for him in the past. A couple of good mates are still there. Obviously, there's a couple of blokes in the Manly side that are on either side, but I'm just sticking with the Blues. I really want them to win because I just can't put up with the Queenslanders. They drive me mad.
Well, fair play. Well, the Manly captain is obviously the Queensland captain as well, DCE. Yep. How influential do you think he will be tonight?
I think he's going to be massive. You know, a lot of people have spoken about the two hookers in Harry Grant, Ben Hunt. Don't underestimate Cherry. He's had a great start of the year for Manly. He's a big reason why we are where we are on the table. And when he plays this level, he puts the C next to his name. He goes to another level. So something I'm really looking forward to seeing. But I hope he doesn't have a blinder. I just hope he gets through injury-free tonight.
Mr. Maroon, I'm sure you hear this joke a lot, but obviously your last name is Maroon. Does that mean we should assume that you're going for the boys up north tonight?
To tell you the truth, Joe, I'm going for the Blues, but honestly, as long as Souths win, I don't really care. As long as the South players don't get injured. But look, it's going to be a great game, and I think players like DCE, like you're asking Woodsy there, tonight's the night when they really stand up and really be counted. And I think the problem is with New South Wales, sometimes we do too much talking before game day, and blokes like DCE, Ben Hunt, Cameron Munster, they do their talking on the field.
See, now you've got me thinking how many South players are in each squad tonight, and...
2 or 3. There's 2 in the Blues and 1 in Queensland.
There you go, so your injury risk isn't too high.
Well, they already got an injury with Latrell Mitchell, didn't make the week.
Yeah, that's true.
So
doesn't that mean we're now 1-1? 1-1 because Campbell Graham dropped off.
Yeah, so you got Murray and Arrow. That's it.
Yeah. So, but if you ask me to tip a winner, Joe, I think Queensland will win. I think Queensland will win. Yes.
I have to ask because they're playing in Adelaide tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So that's neutral ground. So really, you'd think it's anybody's game.
I think the crowd gets behind them. I think a lot of the players cancel each other out. But I think, again, big games from blokes like DCE, Ben Hunt, and Harry Grant off the bench. Watch them live when Harry comes off the bench. So Queensland to win.
This is a must-win game for us because the second game is at Suncorp.
Yes.
So we need to win, otherwise we're in some trouble. So I don't know what this bloke's talking about. Just because his last name's Maroon doesn't mean they've got to back him, okay?
Mate, when he went to play for Manly, did you think about changing teams?
Manly for life. Manly.
He wasn't a noted member. He signed up once he knew I was there.
I'm a journalist. I can't tell a lie. I'm a journalist. But you've mentioned the influential Queensland playmakers tonight. Who do you guys think will be the most influential from the New South Wales side?
For me, it'll be Nathan Cleary. There's been a lot of talk about him throughout the week. Andrew Johns has come out and said this is where he needs to. If he's going to be one of those top echelon top players and go to the next level and be a future mortal, all that sort of stuff, he's got to dominate Origin arena. And he's getting to that age. I think he's 26 now. You know, he knows the best parts of his game. So hopefully he dominates not just this game but the series.
Do you concur?
Well, I think Appy's going to have a big game. I love Appy as a player. I'm a massive Appy fan. He's won 2 premierships with Penrith. People forget he won with another club as well. So he's a decade-long, professional, fantastic, always reliable rugby league player. He gets his chance tonight, and he's going to grab it by, as Woodsy would say, he's going to grab it with both arms. He's going to grab it with 2 arms.
Fair play.
Yeah.
And Woodsy, I have this one for you. Manly, next week we are playing you'll have to remind
me. Dolphins.
Should I back you guys for this one? Because the Dolphins are having an incredible run.
Put it this way, we're absolute morals. We've got Tommy Turbo back in the side. Cherry Evans will be back. There's a couple of us come back from injury, so that's a good sign for us. Josh Allaway, I think, will be back. I'm a chance of playing. Not that that means much at the moment, but and then Jakey Trebojevic is really close to being able to. You know, he started running, but they're not too sure if they're going to risk it that week or the week after. So, pretty good signs for Manly. We just need to get through this Origin period unscathed because you've seen the form Tommy hit, the week before Origin. It was outstanding, wasn't it, against Canberra?
Yes. He was. I concur.
That's it.
All right, gents, I'll ask one more question because I know you have some preparation to do. So obviously tonight's game is at a neutral location, Adelaide, which means whoever loses tonight will be in a very difficult position because they'll have to win a game in the stadium that's not their home stadium.
Yeah.
What do you think will be the mentality of the losing team tonight?
Well, I mean, Woodsy'd probably be better to answer that one, but I think what's going to happen down there tonight in Adelaide is that the crowd's going to get behind Queensland, and I think that can really be an advantage, but that's probably more a question for a player. But look, we've seen players lose game one, win game two, and we've seen teams lose game one, win game two, and win the series. I'm just hoping we're at 1-1 before we get to Sydney, because that will be an absolute blockbuster.
Yeah. And Woodsy, if you were hypothetically in the team and you're part of the losing side, what would your mentality be afterwards?
I definitely think for New South Wales, there's more to lose in this game because the next game's a Suncorp, and it puts a lot of pressure on them. And yeah, we haven't got the best record up there. But in saying that, I think that there's going to be a lot of Queensland support in this game. But the thing that helps New South Wales is it's a real round, it's AFL ground, cricket ground. So the thing is that it's not going to be as close, it's not going to be as loud as what Suncorp or Allianz Stadium did. So they just need to make the most of this first one. They need to go out there. This is pretty much do or die because you don't want to be going up to Suncorp behind by one already on the scoreboard. So yeah, this is all or nothing for them.
So this is our Vietnamese Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Oh, it's sensational. Yeah.
I saw the drink coming and I'm thinking, what would come in a glass like that? And then you told me just Coke.
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
No alcohol. Exactly.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Woods and Mr. Maroon. Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mr. Joe.
Well, thank you. For those who don't know who's listening, the first Origin match will start in just over an hour on Channel 9.
Oh, this is live, Joe. Is this going live?
Yeah.
God bless.
He's a bit slow on the uptake.
I didn't know it was live, but there you go.
That sip of Coke just took it out of him. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.